Right, hello everyone. This is George. I'm the co-founder of RankUp. We're building AI agents for SEO. And yeah, so at the end of every workday I try to do it. Today, again, it's quite late version of the video, but I'm talking about basically sharing my yesterday's thoughts and opinions and what I did throughout the day. And yeah, what I wanted to say is like at the end of every workday, I do this kind of video where I basically share like what I did. And yeah, the things that I mentioned before. So what I did, my thoughts, my learnings, and yeah, kind of just to share the journey of building a tech startup. And my ultimate goal is to build a tech company that becomes valued at $1 billion plus. So that's the journey I am on. And yeah, and just to kind of document this journey, kind of just so I can also, there's multiple reasons for it. Some people just like to see me share my thoughts. Some people don't care at all, right? And I do it just for my own kind of sake, actually analyzing my own productivity. And also just maybe, you know, if it all turns out well, this is some good documentary material right here. So yeah, but yeah, this is kind of some of the reasons why I'm doing this. But it's ultimately and also for people who want to actually see what is and are thinking about starting a tech startup or whatever, then you know, this is kind of a real like look at what it's like actually building such a company and actually doing it for real and not just doing it for a hobby or for fun, right? Because this is not a hobby for me. This is my life in some way. But yeah, basically yesterday I got all the feature videos done for a landing page for one of our outreach campaigns. So that was nice. I use Screen.studio for it. It's definitely recommend if you want to create any kind of like software product demos or yeah, something like that, or just in general also screen recording. I think it's super nice. Oh shit. And yeah, so that's one thing. Then what else yesterday happened? Oh, yesterday we had some friends come over, so this is kind of like a business side thing, but I've never grilled before, so yeah, I mean, maybe it's a little bit late. I guess I am 20 and I should have learned how to grill already, but I don't know. I just did my first grilling. It went good. Food was amazing. I also did sauna yesterday night. So I have one of my good friends who was also the co-founder of RankUp. Not anymore, but he was. But we're still doing business. Yeah, they're also, we just launched their campaign yesterday for Guardian, which is, Guardian is his company, elderly care software. So sensors and etc. for care homes and home care. So yeah, but launched their SEO campaign yesterday and ready to see how it goes. Built.me's campaign is also doing really well in terms of impressions. So kind of the SEO value ladder is typically publish, like in terms of content, publish, index, impressions, clicks, citations, right? And then of course the leads and sales are in between, you know, are after kind of clicks, right? You don't need citations to make leads and sales nowadays, right? Maybe in the future, search will be only pretty much AI and it will be like citations is the only thing that matters, right? And like the kind of blue links concept or like people even clicking on websites is not a thing. But at the same time, it's kind of in order to convert, you have to kind of click. So yeah, but yeah, that's the kind of value ladder. And with Built, I mean, pages are the first batch is published. The first pages are, or like all the pages are indexed, and also impressions are going through the roof. They had like a couple hundred impressions the day before we start, or yeah, the day before we published those, and then the next day with like 1.7k, and then another day like 3k, and then another day like 3.4k, and like it's been crazy. But yeah, expecting no less than greatness, honestly, from their campaign and also for Guardian. So we'll see. I mean, a Guardian post just got published last night, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's an update on that. Thank you. What else? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be using the LinkedIn. So I saw LinkedIn has some free ad credits that they're giving. I'm using LinkedIn Premium myself. So I'm gonna be using their credits, and I'm gonna be boosting a post. I'm gonna run actually like a social media campaign for the SEO automation suite. So this is kind of like us selling RankUp in a bit of a different package, or in a, like differently packaged to SEO experts. And yeah, because RankUp kind of the core target audience of Rank Up is like business owners and like entrepreneurs and like businesses that don't have SEO figured out for themselves, or don't have a good system, or need to scale it, right? And Rank Up pretty much does everything from content strategy to content writing to content optimization and like performance analysis and the entire kind of cycle, right? So yeah, that's our core, but we're gonna be also offering just to help us build some cash, because we're like, one of the main problems with Rank Up is we don't have as much cash on hand as we would like to and as we would need. So yeah, we can go and get investment, but at the same time, like we've done this already before. We just kind of in some way kind of closed those custom automations building automations for SEOs, because we wanted to only focus on the core like focus we had with Rank Up, and it has turned out great. But yeah, we just like need to get that back up again. But of course, I'm doing SEO service outreach as well. Actually, like doing outreach for Rank Up as well. So I should have started outreach earlier, but I thought, with content we could do it. But like, it's just the amount of like resources we have for content creation, like to really get the most out of it and really do it effectively. We just don't have enough time and money for it, or enough like human capital and also financial capital, so money. So that's why we're looking to secure some of these bigger deals so we can get that cash and actually scale our marketing and sales as well, of course. But mostly we would want to scale our own SEO. But yeah, it's just like everything's going to customers and we have an AI product which uses a lot of AI in it and also APIs. SEO data is not cheap, so we're kind of getting messed up in both angles. From API costs and AI a little bit, but it's all good. We're managing, but yeah, just want to have more resources available to really scale. But of course, the product also wasn't ready for scale, actually, I'd say. But now it's getting more and more ready for actually scaling. So I'd say we're in a good spot. And we're also very ahead of the market in terms of like building a team of AI agents as well. So yeah, that's kind of one thing I wanted to say about that. Now, what else? Yesterday, oh yeah, I did sauna with my I went aside. That was, I guess, where I started for the point form. I did sauna with my co-founder, or not with my used to be a Rank Up co-founder, but yeah, with my friend. And yeah, that was really good. Sauna really kind of turns you into new human sometimes. I feel like if you do a good sauna, like a proper sauna, and you don't do it too long, it kind of turns you into like a new human. I feel like super refreshed. And I also just did a walk actually here in my hometown. So I come here on the weekends, typically, sometimes, not all the time. And yeah, this walk was just like, it's nice to kind of refreshing the mind a bit and kind of think like broader, right? And not just to be like, one of the mistakes I made, I guess one of my main learnings that I shared today is being too in your own like bubble, right? And you're not really thinking outside of that. And that's quite a big of a problem. It can be if you're like not, if you're not like thinking outside your own bubble, and how to say it, you're just like doing like you just look at, like, you can envision like just looking straight down and not really actually thinking like what's out, what else is out there, and am I like, does this make sense what I'm doing, right? Kind of just asking yourself questions and being actually critical of what you're doing and just like working as, because one of the things I learned from my mentor, shout out to him, is that why most people don't actually make it is because, or don't really kind of achieve the next level in their life, is because they think like workers, right? Like people who like farmers, for example. Okay, if I'm gonna do this amount of things, then I'm gonna okay, so 1 hectare of this the land takes me about an hour to do, right? And then if I do this many times, then it's just like head down work, right? But who really achieve the next level of results, I'd say, and wealth in life, are the ones who can really see the bigger picture. And that's what a lot of these entrepreneurs have in common, is like, of course, hard work still, but also being able to actually use more of your brain in terms of the creative thinking, and like also like thinking about the future more and what comes next, right? That's why chess is a really good game. It just helps you kind of in some way help you think like forward, right? So this is another thinking that you activate when you're not like doing a certain task, right? You're kind of just like daring to wonder, right? A bit. And I think wandering is necessary if you want to achieve amazing results in anything you do, like be the absolute best. Because our brain is an amazing machine, and yeah, just trying to like force it doesn't really get the best out of it, not even close. And it's even just sometimes walking or sauna or just something like that, where you're not forcing to think, you're in a more relaxed environment. That's where these ideas usually come from. Either if you're like editing a video, you're thinking of what cut to use, or or if you're like writing copy, like, you know, maybe you're stuck somewhere. That's where these kind of things open up to you, right? And your brain really uses its true potential. So yeah. But yeah, otherwise, that was a lot of what I did yesterday. Yeah, that was pretty much the main thoughts that I have. Kind of empty of thoughts now what to share from yesterday, but yeah. Anyways, that's it for basically what I did yesterday. So now you know. And yeah, if you've had anything valuable, that's awesome. But anyways, I'm gonna continue on with my day. Gonna film another one hopefully at the end of this day. So I'm not gonna leave it for tomorrow. I can't be doing that. Gotta stay on schedule. Gotta stay consistent. That's also another really key thing. But I'll probably talk about that on another day, about consistency. But yeah, that's it for today. All the best to you guys, and take care. Bye.